Hi everyone. At long last, I am ready to announce my very first online webinar. I'd like to thank everyone for participating in my poll and reaching out to me in comments and in emails to let me know what you're the most interested in learning about right now. By far, the overwhelming majority of people are interested in learning how to play piano by ear. And so that is going to be the topic of my first webinar. My plan is for the webinar to go live on Wednesday, February 14th from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link to register is below in this description. So if you are ready to get set up with that, it will be there. Maybe I can just tell you a little bit about what I have in mind for the webinar, and you can decide if this is right for you. So I have taught playing by ear to many students over the course of my career. And one thing that I notice is that it is very difficult to learn how to play by ear just by listening to someone talk about it. In order to learn how to play by ear, you really do need to try it out for yourself. And so my sense is that for a topic like this, a simple webcast style webinar was not going to be enough. What I would prefer to do is hold an interactive workshop on this topic. And so that is how I'm going to format this webinar. It will be an interactive online workshop. So because of the level of work involved in this, there will be a fee attached to the webinar. But as I promised in my earlier video, I want to keep that fee very low. And so the amount that I had mentioned before, $20, I'm going to stick with that. That is going to be I'm going to set that up as being basically the early bird price. So for the next 7 days until February 7th, the workshop will be available for a $20 sign up. If you sign up at this rate, you will get access to the event itself, and you will also get access to the recording of the event. So you can watch it over and over again as many times as you want. After February 7th, the price is going to go up just a little bit to $30. And basically what I'm trying to do here is encourage people to sign up earlier as much as possible, because that just helps me know what to expect, know what to plan for. As I've mentioned, this is my first webinar. I don't really know what to expect, and so it would help me to have earlier signups rather than later. So from now until February 7th, you can reserve your place for $20 US. And again, the link will be in the description. So if you are ready to sign up, that's where you can find the information. So maybe I could just tell you a little bit about what I have in mind for the event itself so that you can decide if this is right for you. So the interactive component of this webinar, I think, will be through a combination of chat and an option for a live video call-in for other kinds of questions. So my idea with this is basically that I would like to start by talking a little bit about some of the fundamentals of music and music theory, so that we can have a little bit more of a process, a bit of a strategy in figuring out songs by ear, and that will involve a little bit of knowledge of music theory. So I will outline that a bit at the beginning, but the more important component and the part that I'm really excited about is that I would like to listen to music together as part of this online workshop, so that once we have some of the fundamentals of music theory under our belts, we can then listen to music together in this interactive workshop and start figuring out how the song would be played on the piano together. This is the component that I think is missing in online webinars that I think will be really effective for this particular course, and I'm really, really excited about it. So yeah, if you would like to participate in the interactive nature of this workshop, I recommend watching it from a computer or from a laptop right next to your keyboard or piano so that you can listen to the music with us, hammer out some of these notes on your piano, and then be able to chat some of your responses back into the workshop. I hope that makes sense. If you are not able to access the webinar from a computer or a laptop, if you're only using a mobile device, you will still be able to listen and follow along, but you won't be able to have access to the chat feature. So, that's a limitation of the software. So if you can participate from a computer, that is the very best. But you are still welcome to join us through a mobile device like a phone or a tablet. So another question that you might be wondering is, who exactly is this for? So I have this workshop in mind for people who are pretty early on in their piano journeys. You don't need to have a comprehensive knowledge of music theory or have much playing experience under your belt, but it would really help you to participate if you're able to do a couple of little things. So one, it would be very helpful if you had familiarity with your note names so that when I talk about C's and D's on the piano, you know which key I'm talking about. It would also be really helpful if you were able to have kind of a basic understanding of how a staff works, specifically the treble clef. If you can find notes on the treble clef and be able to translate that onto the piano, that would be very, very helpful. Another thing that would be really helpful is if you had some ability to play a rhythm, some kind of a rhythm pattern on the piano. So if you are new to this channel, I will link to the video on my favorite rhythm pattern for beginners. It is a classic 4-beat rhythm pattern that you can use in any key. It's probably the easiest rhythm pattern to pick up if you're a beginner. Having something to play, to play along with these songs is going to make you feel like you're playing music, and it's going to let you play music. Like, it's going to let you play by ear. So I recommend having something like that in your toolkit. So I think that's everything that you need to know for right now. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to reach out in the comments. Again, the registration link will be in the description, and I look forward to having you join us. And thank you again for your support in helping me pick a topic for my very first webinar. I'm really excited. Take care.